right, we're your daily collegiate football reporters here in the press box at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. After a Penn State 14-10 comeback victory against Temple, quarterbacks again went back and forth throughout the game. When it came down to it in the end, Joe and Jay Paterno went with Rob Bolden. Final drive had a lot of ups and downs for Penn State. You want to talk about it, Steve?
Yeah, the final drive, Penn State was down 10-7, and Brandon Beecham got the call on 4th and 1 from the 3-yard line. Took an initial hit, probably about at the line of scrimmage. Second effort that we got there, and then Michael Zordich, the fullback, took the ball on 1st and goal and scored to give Penn State the lead. And Penn State actually converted another 4th down a couple plays before. Bolden hit Derek Moy on a slant on 4th and 2 for 11 yards, and then Evan Lewis, who struggled in the kicking department. I guess maybe they didn't have a lot of faith in him. Maybe they wanted to go for the win. You never know, but they gave the ball to Beecham, and he came through on that play.
Yeah, better game for the receivers. Derek Moy had over 100 yards receiving. Justin Brown, a few key third down conversions, came up with them right at the sticks. A lot better than what we see in the first couple games. And other than receivers, defense kept going. Joe, you want to talk about defense?
Yeah, especially the last drive of the game. Penn State defense came up huge. They did let Temple get down to around the Penn State 35-yard line, but that final series of the game, Jordan Hill and Sean Stanley came up huge for Penn State, rushed the quarterback both times, and he forced him to make some bad throws. In the last one, Stanley ended up knocking the ball out, and he fumbled the ball, and the game was over. So defense came up huge. They had 2 picks. Forced fumble, right? Forced fumble.
Three forced fumbles.
One on. Yeah, it was a really good game of the defense. They've been preaching for a while now that they need to make big plays, and today was the first game all season where they've really made some big plays and turned the game around. Without those picks, without that fumble, Penn State probably doesn't win this game. And Temple coach Steve Adazio said it's the reason Temple lost was because of those turnovers. So when they needed it, they got it today, and the defense came up huge.
Yeah. Defense played real well. Offense good enough. Moved the ball, stalled a few times. But Mike's special teams.
Yeah, special teams was awful today. I mean, you guys are talking about how big defense played and how big that last drive was. They didn't need that. They didn't need those big plays on defense. Had the special teams converted on a few big chances. Evan Lewis missed 2 field goals, one from 49 and another from 35, putting off the right upright on a 35-yarder. And they gave Sam Ficken a shot. Sam Ficken had a kick blocked, which might not be his fault. You have to be down in the field to see that too. But Anthony Farrer also had a punt blocked for the end of the half. So just really nothing went right for these guys. And Evan Lewis is 1 for 6 so far on the year kicking field goals, and Sam Ficken had his first shot today. And neither of these guys look very reliable, and it's a big question mark right now for the Lions.
Not to mention there was the one punt. Justin Brown let it roll. I think it was a 72-yard shift in field position. So that's something they got to work on. Let's see, I guess next week, Eastern Michigan, noon kickoff. You can check the Daily Collegian website, pccollegian.com, for any updates on the blog and videos you may see, so check it out.